What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is time for the 29th holiday-packed episode of the Switch It Up Show. I am your host today, Seth Trav, joined as always by our friend Glenn. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing well, sir. Getting over my sickness, my illnesses, if you will. I'm starting to feel pretty good. Even better now that I'm here with your company, sir.
My God, you flatter me in every which way.
I do the best that I can, sir. Your beard's looking pretty legit, by the way. BT dubs.
It's the gift that's been giving for a good 4 months this year.
Ooh, 4 months, you say?
No, it's 2.
Okay.
It's a firm
right.
2.
That's good. I'm jelly.
Since October, was the last shave date for me.
No, it's impressive.
I think so. But what's impressive, ladies and gentlemen, is today we have got a stocked show for you. We've got games that aren't even on the Switch. We've got 3 reviews coming at you hot and heavy. But first, we're going to let the tunes ride and get on into that good vibe. This is SWCH Radio, and we're always playing the hot hits, hot and heavy, traffic on the 5s. But first, ladies and gentlemen, on the reel, we are talking all about what we're playing this week. It's the inventory. We're digging around our satchels. We're seeing what's up. We're going to see what's really good. My guy, what have you been playing this week on the Switch? Headed right into the holiday season.
Well, outside, I'm going to talk about a little bit about outside, because we had three reviews, so I've really been kind of like digging deep into those games. So aside from the Switch, aside from the reviews that, we're going to be talking about just a little bit, I've been getting into a little bit of the PSVR, my friend, a little bit.
Have you now?
Have you? It's an intense experience.
You set the thing up, huh?
Let me tell you, it's a process to set it up.
You have the space for it? Fallen over yet?
I have not injured myself yet. It doesn't really seem like you need all that much room. In fact, you can't really be too far away from it, or it starts to freak out a little bit.
Or you? Is it your brain that's crashing?
It's a little bit of both. It'll freak out if you're a little bit too far, and you will freak out because a lot of the titles that are available on PSVR are of the horror variety, which I am super excited about. But at the same time, like I love me some horror movies. I will watch any horror movie, no problem with that. I'll watch it by myself, watch it in total darkness, not scared. We talk about a horror video game, I might get a little creeped out. Like I might get a little nervous. But there's a Paranormal Activity one that's out now that was just on sale for like $14 on the PSN sale. So I grabbed that, and I'm kind of scared to play it because in it you're basically just going into the house from Paranormal Activity and trying to rescue one of the little girls. And like as you walk through the house, like Paranormal Activity stuff happens to you. Like objects like float around and shoot by you. Ghosts like move stuff around. Like I don't know if I can handle it, but it looks like you can stream it as you play it. And I feel like if I can kind of talk it out to the internet as I'm going through it, maybe then I won't die. But let me tell you something. It's a completely different playing like Resident Evil, and seeing something pop up on the screen, you being like, oh, instead of seeing it pop up and it's like right in front of you. That, my friend, I had to hit the PSN button the PS button a few times and be like, no, I need a break. It's a little too real.
You get phantom pains ever? Do you feel like something brushed against you?
I don't know.
Trick yourself into it ever?
I don't think you feel anything, but when something's right there, it's right there. It's pretty intense. It's cool though. If you ever wanted to mess around with it, now's the time to do it because it's on sale a lot of places for $1.99. So look around. That's all I'm saying.
I might check that out.
Nah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm still stuck into the Xenoblade Chronicles Part 2.
I gotta dig you out.
I've been playing for 10 hours, and I just now was able to activate one of the bars that I've had, and I still don't have all of my menus. And I'm just like, cool. This is it's great RPG fun for me. I downloaded that Japanese voice pack, as I said on our previous episode, and I'm loving it.
We're loving it. Well, good for you, man. That's what it's all about. Whether you're playing on the Switch, whether you're playing on PlayStation, no matter where you're playing, as long as you're having a good time, keep it up. Let us know what you're playing over on Twitter at the Switch It Up Show. I should just say at Switch It Up Show. There's no the in that. Didn't make it that difficult for you. But yeah, let us know what you're playing. We want to know what's giving you all the good vibes.
That's right, man. Let those good vibes ride. Right into potent power-ups, ladies and gentlemen. It's the news. We're going to be talking about anything that's happening on the horizon for the Nintendo Switch. Do you have any news for us, Sir Glenn?
I'm going to go ahead and try to translate this thing for you here. So recently, they actually announced that the Super Mario Odyssey soundtrack is going to be coming out. Unfortunately, it's actually going to only be on CD, and you're going to have to import it from Japan, so that's pretty intense. It's 136 tracks, 245 minutes across 4 CDs. It is 4,600 yen, which is actually not too bad. It's a little under $50.
4 CDs.
4 CDs, yeah, and ridiculous amount of songs. 136 tracks. It kind of weird that it's only on CD. It looks like they may have a download of it. Part of me hoped that it was going to come out on vinyl, but that's pretty cool. And that's not really that expensive. It comes out on February 28th, 2018. So if you're really all about that Mario soundtrack, you can go ahead and pick it up for just a hair under $50. Probably cost you like $20 to ship it all the way over here, though.
That's pretty wild, my man.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And then the only other thing that I have is that Nintendo Power has actually come back as a podcast. You can listen to the Nintendo Power podcast. It's over on SoundCloud. An excellent service, if I do say so myself. The home of the Preach Network, if you will. And the Nintendo Power podcast is actually hosted by one of the editors from Nintendo Power. So it's pretty legit.
It lives.
Not that you need to listen to, another podcast, but if you do, by all means.
Nintendo Power is dead. Long live Nintendo Power.
If you do get the urge, go check them out. They're probably pretty good.
I would listen to it. I saw that the other day and I thought about it. I didn't actually check it out because I didn't know if it was legit. It had the Nintendo seal of approval and all, but I was like, I don't know, because I know I know one of the graphics we had in mind had the Nintendo seal of approval on it, and I was like, I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, probably
that's
not.
That's a sacred seal.
No, that wouldn't be. I feel like that wouldn't go over very well. I feel like we'd get some attention though. Not the type of attention that you want though. I don't think.
Is any attention good attention?
I mean, I guess, right? Technically, I think.
If you're an attention whore, possibly.
Yeah, there you go.
You're seeking it. But what I'm seeking, ladies and gentlemen, has got to be to press continue, because we're going to be talking all about the new releases coming out all the way into the new year, because we are going to be taking a break. We're taking a little siesta. It's the holiday week. We're all off next week. We're gonna be streaming a bunch of games, other things.
Right.
It'll be a great time.
Living life, relaxing, eating food, celebrating holidays, going into the new year. It takes a lot out of you.
You know it. So we're gonna carry on, ladies and gentlemen. And the first game we're gonna talk about is a little one called Heart and Slash. It comes out December 22nd. It will be $14.99, and you will earn 20 points when you purchase it on the Nintendo eShop. Heart and Slash is a 3D brawler, roguelike robot love story set in a world where machines are all that remains from human civilization. It looks kind of cool, actually. I kind of dig the main looking character. It looks like it's kind of like that Prince Robot 4 thing, if anybody reads Saga. I think that's the dude's name. It's like that kind of head on it, and it's got a little heart, which I guess is your health, on the screen. So that looks pretty cool. I like that design. Looks kind of like Futurama E. Might check it out. $14.99. Who knows? Let me know if you check it out.
$14.99. That's no joke, sir.
It's not.
You're dropping a coin over there. We're gonna go ahead and pull that price point down a little bit to $2.99 for Tactical Mind. Tactical Mind says, are you ready to show off your tactical mind? Immerse yourself in the best strategy gameplay since Checkers. And this pretty much looks like, I don't know. It kind of looks like what's that game where the monsters are in the city and they're like knocking down buildings?
Rampage.
Okay, so it looks like futuristic buildings from Rampage set on like a chess or a checkerboard, and you have to move the pieces around, and it's like, but it's almost like on a grid that kind of looks like it's from Civilization. It's supposed to be like an intense. It says progression-based single-player campaign, and it's for checkers, chess, and board game lovers. The graphics try to look like super futuristic, but they're also kind of like cubey looking.
And you're saying it looks like it plays like Civ.
Well, that's the like type of board that it's set on. At least in one of these, it looks like it varies between like traditional, like almost like checkerboard, and then it flips to like a hexagon type board. It looks like there's a lot going on here, but I think it might be one of those games that looks really complicated, but is maybe simple and a lot of fun. So I hope we get to check this out. I want to check out Tactical Mind, especially for $2.99.
I really want to check something like this out.
Yeah,
I love Civ.
Yeah,
I wasted a lot of my life on Civ.
Great music.
Oh, it's amazing music. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we got something I think is going to be right up both of our alleys. It's called Bloody Zombies. It is $14.99. It comes out December 23rd, 2017. Team up, bash brains anywhere with anyone. Bloody Zombies is a co-op brawler evolved for the Nintendo Switch with innovative freeform combat, expansive multiplayer options, and hordes upon hordes of zombies. It looks like you can play with up to 4 people online, and it looks kind of like Streets of Rage. But you are fighting zombies. It looks really, really awesome. I would totally play this, like in a heartbeat.
Awesome, man. I love it.
Full campaigns, even. My God,
that's a lot. I'm specializing myself here in these budget titles because we're going from $2.99 and we're gonna crank it up just a penny to $3.
Even.
Yeah, real weird. I've seen all types of crazy price points over on the eShop. I don't know what's going on. But this game is called Energy Cycle, and it comes out on Christmas, December 25th, 2017. They say it is a new puzzle game from the developers of Energy Balance. When you click each cell in the game field, it changes the color and the color of the adjacent cells horizontally and vertically. You have to bring all the cells to the same color. This sounds like it is. It sounds and looks like it is Lights Out. Do you remember Lights Out?
Yeah.
Like the handheld game where you have to press it and some of the like lights go on and some go out. And you have to try to shut all the lights out. It sounds like this, but you have to change them all to be the same color. I would try a demo of this or something like that. I mean, I know it's only $3, but I don't know. I feel like if that's all there is to it, it might be just something that's kind of like fun to mess around with. It only has a couple different modes. It's puzzle, time and attack, and infinite play, which just keep going. I don't know. If that's up your alley, $3, it's kind of hard to go wrong with that. That's Energy Cycle coming out on Christmas.
Also coming out on Christmas is going to be Sparkle Unleashed. It is going to be $7.99. I believe we already reviewed Sparkle 2, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So this, I think, is the sequel to that. Can you carve a path of light through the darkness? Sparkle Unleashed is an exciting marble shooter, match 3 action puzzle with impeccable polish and superbly smooth gameplay. We're definitely going to be reviewing this on an upcoming episode, so I don't want to get too much into it, but it looks like it's more Sparkle.
It does.
I'm excited to see what's unleashed about it.
Yeah, right? It does look cool. I like the graphics for this game.
I had fun with them. I think they're great.
You're down?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm glad.
Got one left, right?
No, I don't think so.
SteamWorld Heist coming out on the 28th.
They hit me with it, man.
My call. It is going to be $19.99 on the Nintendo eShop. Prepare for boarding. In SteamWorld Heist, you command robot pirates in an epic tactical shootout game. Turn-based strategy with an action twist. I love the SteamWorld games. I believe I gave SteamWorld Dig 2 a 5.
Yeah, you were all about it.
So I know that we are looking to get this game. Hopefully we do, because I love the SteamWorld series. I would definitely love to check this one out. That comes out on December 28th. And then there's a host of titles that are claiming will come out in 2017. There's like 5, but
Yeah.
like
We'll
see. Everybody.
Yeah, you have no idea. That means they could very well come out tomorrow, or like right now is recording, or possibly like March. Who knows?
Right? Who even knows?
They release like so crazily here.
It's insane. But, ladies and gentlemen, what's not so insane, or a little bit insane, is Wish It Would Switch. It's our segment where we talk about a game we review that we wish would be on the Nintendo Switch. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about Dust Off Heli Rescue 2. It is $14.99 currently on PSN. Jump into the hot seat of a combat helicopter and fly behind enemy lines under heavy fire as you search and rescue hostages. Play through 35 tense missions that include rescuing hostages, providing air support, protecting convoys, and wiping out the enemy. Fly 12 different helicopters across various environments in varying weather conditions. Upgrade each helicopter with more powerful guns, rockets, and missiles as you take the fight to the enemy. It is a one-player game, and it looks an awful lot like Minecraft. This game was some fun. I could definitely see this on the Switch. I think this would be a great game on Switch. It's very, very simple. I actually played the first 15-20 minutes of it on our YouTube page. So if you go over there, you can search for it, Preach Network. You'll be able to find the game we're playing. Heli Rescue 2 on PSN. Be sure to check it out. The game's okay. If you watch the first 15 of me playing it, you'll definitely see how it's okay. Control's very simple. It's really just use the bumpers. I could see some touch elements being implemented into it, which the Switch would be cool for. All that being said, the game kept freezing on me. I don't know if it's because we got the early cut or whatever. It definitely needs an update or two, a couple patches. Polish this one off a bit more, because I was frozen on the screen a good 2 minutes a couple times.
Yeah.
And you can see that on our YouTube page. So that really turned me off, but then I was able to get more into it. The game was really jittery though at first, and I do not know why. Like I said, it looks like Minecraft, so it's not. I can't imagine that it's that graphics intensive. I can't imagine that there's that much going on in the background. There is some background stuff. It gives you the illusion that you'd be able to work on a 3D plane, but it's really just front and back. That's really it. Your weapons are just going off. You just kind of gotta. It's simple. It's a nice little simple game, but all those glitchy things about it were such a turn off that I gotta give it a 3.5.
That's still a good score, man. There's nothing wrong with 3.5.
And well, it's so simple, and it does get addictive, because you do get to unlock those helicopters. There are different enemy types. Sometimes it can be a little difficult, but I don't know if it was just difficult because it was glitching on me so much. Might need to I should probably call it a 3. Probably just call it an even 3, because it feels to me it's not even. It's halfway there.
That's fine.
It's a halfway to being done game.
Yeah,
the way
man.
it's working.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's okay. It's okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, though, we're getting into the meat and potatoes of it, our Christmas-themed episode, if you will, because we're going to hit you with 3 game reviews. First up, we're going to talk about Green Game Time Swapper. Because I'm hosting, I'm just going to run right into it.
Go ahead, man. Well, I'll throw it in there. We'll just go.
I'll just roll right into Green Game Time Swapper. It is $2.99 on the eShop currently. You are a master of time. You can set it to past, present, and future. Use this power to help a mechanical bird complete its extremely important mission of collecting the knowledge about a mysterious green world. This is not an easy task, as the bird moves on its own. You cannot stop it. Control time to activate and deactivate various mechanisms to make sure the bird reaches the cage without dying. The game features 50 carefully designed levels. You will need to make your way through a hostile world. The blades of windmills will slice the bird. Pistons shall squash it, and spiked gates are going to crush it. Control time to deactivate traps and activate the steam generators that will change your movement direction. Find one of many ways to end each level. Plan your route, and show your reflex skills to get through the most difficult paths and gather all the gears. This game was fun. This game was a lot of fun. I don't like touchscreen. I just want to throw that out there. I'm not a touchscreen guy. I don't feel like I should touch my Switch screen. I feel like I want it pristine. No touchy.
Now, do you have a screen?
No touching.
Do you have a screen cover on there?
I don't. I have an option for a screen cover, but I don't want to put a screen cover on there. I don't want to do that. I want it pristine.
I'm gonna tell you.
I want it as it. I want to roll in the wild with my Switch.
It's a little bit of a nightmare putting a screen cover on the Nintendo Switch. I gotta say, not the best experience I've ever had.
Right? I'd never put a screen cover on an iPad.
Well, there you go. To each their own, I suppose. But I like the Green Game a little bit more than the other title, Red Game, without a great name, because I felt like you were touching the screen a little bit less in this one.
Okay.
But I'm right.
I'm like not touching it as much.
Yes, I'm right there with you. It just feels a little strange. I felt like I was tapping more, and the other one where I had to do a little bit more dragging and like moving around on the screen.
I did, yeah.
To be fair, I might be a little bit more comfortable with it if more games utilized it, because a lot of games don't really utilize the touchscreen that much, or if they do, you're able to get by with like using the controls as opposed to moments in this game where you have to touch the screen. There's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still did have fun with this one. I liked. I had a little bit better of a sense of exactly like what I needed to do. This game I felt like kind of held your hand a little bit more as you went on, as opposed to the other. It was easy for me to kind of pick up on like what was happening, what I had to kind of do next. I like this one. This one's a little more pick up and play, which I had a good time with.
I actually like the other one a little more.
The other one being... I said the other one being...
Being Red Game without a great name.
Interesting choice that they went with these names.
The red and green, the theme here. It is interesting.
Like, I don't know.
They plan the holiday release.
I don't know why it wasn't like one game with like two different modes or something.
They're very, 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 very similar, and it seems like there should just be two modes.
Yeah. Like I'm not sure why. Like they're definitely super related. But Red Game without a great name, teleport yourself to the most hardcore game this fall. Try to imagine a game simple in its basics, but demanding from the very first level, where everything might kill you. Even the camera and the main protagonist are against you as both of them constantly move forward. Add some barbed wire, spikes, and saw blades, and you'll get Red Game without a great name. And in this game, you will die a lot. This is the one where you have to control a mechanical bird that serves as a messenger in a hostile steampunk world. You have to get the letter from one cage to another as you maneuver the bird through all obstacles. However, you don't directly control the hero. The bird moves at its own pace, and as does the camera. The trick is you have to teleport the bird from one part to another by clicking on it and dragging it to mark its destination. Now, this was a little weird because pretty much everything is going to hurt you in this. There's really not much you can bounce into. But what's weird is that you have to, like they say, you have to click and drag across the screen, basically like showing on the display like where you want the bird to end up. But it's weird because like you would think that you want to drag around the obstacles, but no, you kind of just drag right through them. So it's like if you drag, he will transport to wherever your finger ends up without getting hurt. He can pretty much transport through anything, but he can't fly through anything. It's a little strange.
It took me like 2 rounds to like really get it, because at first it wasn't clicking for me, like how to drag through the things like you said, and sort of I didn't realize that you had to touch him, like you had to touch the bird, and then drag it to where you wanted it to go, and then that's where it'd pop up. But once I got that, the game became like really, really, really easy for me. I don't want to like discredit anything, but like I made it to like, God, I think it was like 15 something like that, level 15 before I like died.
Okay, well that's a
Um,
long time without dying.
yeah, I just kept going, and then yeah, I enjoyed this one a little bit more. I just had more fun with it. I like the playstyle a little bit better, and I think as a touch game, it did work better. But like you said, I didn't want to have to touch my screen that much, and I didn't like having to drag my finger all over my screen because I'm a greasy mess. This is disgusting. No
Yeah,
touchies here. We're not gonna touch the screen. We don't need it. Hands off. The whole thing.
no, I
It
understand.
was So the anxiety of that wasn't as much fun. What would you give this game? What kind of score are you gonna give this one?
I feel like I said, I really do feel like they should just be together because I feel like together they would make like a better game. Separately, they just feel like they're part of each other. Like like I'm just like, well, why isn't this with this?
$2.99 a pop.
Like I mean, just put them both together and sell it for $5.99. If you want, or $5, or like 507. Why not? There's no rules on the eShop. Sell it for ever much as you want. I feel like each one of these is like okay. I'm not overly like head over heels with either one of them. I think they are okay for like what they are. I think they're both a 3.
Both a 3, really?
Yeah, I don't think they're like we're not reinventing the wheel here.
No, I know that.
I don't think either one of them was bad. And like I said, if they were together and there was a little bit more of like a narrative, I think it might be more fun.
Okay.
And 3's not bad.
I'm gonna give Green Game a 3.5, and I'm gonna give Red a 4.
Oh, look at you,
Yeah,
the hero that they deserve.
I think so.
Good.
I think so. And then also, ladies and gentlemen, we had another one from our friends.
Got a little tusty.
What's that?
I said I jumped the gun there a little bit. I'm horrible
Just a little
today.
bit. Just a little bit.
I'm horrible.
We got another one from our friends over at iFunForAll Studios and Curve Digital. It is Serial Cleaner. It is $14.99, and it is and you will earn 20 points when you buy it on the Nintendo eShop. Can you dig it? Step into the polished shoes of the cleaner, a professional crime scene cleaner for the mob. There's no business like the cleaning business, and right now business is booming. Sneak around crime scenes, avoid detection from the guarding cops as you vacuum up blood, hide bodies, and remove evidence in this 70s-styled, fast-paced 2D action stealth game. Serial Cleaner. This was a ton of fun for me, man.
Yes, this game is awesome. Like
I would get this on vinyl, like this soundtrack in a heartbeat.
The music's really good, right?
I really, really loved the music. I found myself like staying hidden a little longer just because I wanted to hear the beat.
Yeah, I know. It's really good, man. Yeah. They set the pace well with this game. I really like this. This game is a ton of fun.
This game reminds me a lot of like Hotline Miami. If you ever played Hotline Miami.
Nah, this game reminds me a lot of Metal Gear Solid, the VR missions. You ever play that?
No, you and your VR machines.
No,
you're over here in 2020. I'm still in 2008.
The VR mission. So basically, it's part of Metal Gear Solid. It's in like Metal Gear Solid. I think what was like the big one?
Metal Gear Solid 4, 5?
I don't know. Whatever. The one that was on PlayStation.
The first one?
Nah, the first one was on Nintendo.
The PlayStation?
Yeah.
That was just Metal Gear Solid.
Whatever. So that one, but basically there's a section in there where you have to go and avoid these cameras, and you can't get spotted by them at all. Even there's a level.
All the Metal Gear games?
Maybe there's certain parts of the level where it like transforms into like almost like this like camera view. But there's parts of that in like GoldenEye too. Parts of that in a lot of games. But I really like
talking about Splinter Cell.
I guess you could be right. Why not? It happens a lot of times. Listen, Mr. Suttrap, it's the holiday season. Why are you going to be Mr. Scrooge over here? Okay, there's no call for this. This is all love. Okay, red and green, like season of like caring and stuff.
That's right.
Be nice. So in Serial Cleaner, basically you are a guy who's going through and cleaning up all these horrible like crime zones or crime scenes, and it's weird because the cops are still there. I wasn't under the impression that the cops were still going to be there. So when you start playing, the cops are still like, going around trying to find evidence, and you're just like sneaking around in the shadows, like grabbing like the gun or like the knife. You're moving the bodies, throwing them in your car, and then later on, as you start to progress and go even further, you have to clean up the blood, and you have to clean up like a certain amount of it.
Got
like
a vacuum, yep.
Dude, it gets really crazy, all while trying to avoid the cops, and you have to like sneak and hide in certain parts. I had such a good time with this. This game's fun, man.
It is a lot of fun.
And each time you have to go home and like your mom's there, like making you dinner and stuff. Like,
yeah.
it's crazy to me that this game is by the same like I guess distributed by the same company that distributed like Red Game Without a Great Name and Green Game Time Swabber, because they're so different. They're like night and day.
They're pretty different. I think they have that same kind of sort of flat modern art style to them.
That's fair.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But they're very different games. Very, very different games.
Yeah, I had
a lot of fun though. Dude, great fun.
I had a great time with this game. Like,
did you get any other costumes?
No, I didn't really mess with the costumes.
No, you were checking them out.
No, because like when I start playing the game, I'm like, even with the game that we play, like, or used to play like all the time, like Destiny, like I never messed around with the costumes or the shaders or anything. I'm like, you know what, I'm playing the game. I'm just playing the game. I'm not messing with the costumes.
Oh, I love looking pretty. I need to get dustied up. So what would you rate this one?
Dude, like I said, I had a lot of fun with this. I like how there's a little bit of backstory going on. I think it's cool how it adds things as you continue to play. And I don't feel like it's like it hits a sweet spot of being like not too difficult but not too easy. I really like this. This is a 4.5.
Agreed.
Yeah, man.
4.5 from me as well.
Yeah, dude, it's a really good time. Definitely worth the price of admission.
Absolutely. Let us know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think $14.99 is too much for the cereal cleaner? I don't. I think that's on the money. What else is on the money, ladies and gentlemen? What was on the money this holiday season for you? What gifts did you buy for your loved ones? Let us know at Switch It Up Show. I am at Seth Trav. He is at From the Crypt. He's our friend Glenn. From all of us here at the Switch It Up Show, we want to remind you that if your holiday season ever gets boring, all you ever got to do is switch it up.